when you get there, first you hook his ankle, then cross this foot over your ankle.
This one?
Yeah, there you go. Now squeeze your knees together. Now arch out.
Get out of that way.
Arch out. Arch out.
What's that?
Just keep going. Keep going. Keep going. There you go. Okay, now don't let this knee come too high.
This knee?
Yeah, keep your knees out here. Like you're riding a horse. You want to.
He can shake his leg out pretty easy there.
He can what?
Can you get your leg out or not?
No, you can't. He'll not get his leg out.
Okay.
That's all. Relax. If that becomes a problem, unhook this leg and cross over this ankle. No, your ankle. But squeeze your knees together. You're too stretched out.
Don't be up here with my weight.
No, stop, man. Just get off of this. When you've got the leg inside, your position should be, your knees should be here. And you squeeze the knees together.
Okay. Okay. And no weight up on his back.
No, you watch out this way, later.
Okay.
And that leg that's in the center holds you back.
Okay.
Now then, what you did is a typical amateur type style getting the leg in, which is very dangerous. Okay, when you get it, you want to reach around, and this wants to be here. Then you pull this into here.
Yeah.
Then you press it down. Use your body weight. Jam his knee into the floor. The heel is on your thigh, and then you just roll your weight into it.
Where do you feel it? The ankle or do you feel it from the tip?
Both.
You opened your mouth, you're down there. Hey, so Bill,
I was afraid that was
one of the
out.
things that we've come across though is a lot of guys, he tried that very move in a tournament, and somebody came around and got him pretty good with a choke from the back.
Yeah, couldn't follow for a couple of days.
Yeah, okay, come on, wheel it. And you like, see, what you do is, when this gets to here, you want to be just inside the shape. Okay, there. And then you drop this and you come to here. Now, probably around the head.
See how low he is, Jake?
Yeah, he's pretty low.
You're not going to get my head.
No,
Yeah.
I don't want you.
No. So just get this. Okay, now what you want to do is get this foot, step over the toe.
Not bad.
Okay, step over the toe. Okay. Push down with your leg and lean back. If you go for the choke and he does that, he'll snap your ankle.
For sure. Real fast.
Oh yeah, you know. Once you get the pressure, then pop. As you reach, as he gets there, you throw your right arm in the air and turn towards him. That's it. Turn, put your head down. Okay. You won't get a choke. That arm will block the choke.
So whatever hand he's coming around with, you throw that one up and turn.
And
Turn away. Right, so he's coming that way.
Okay, now still, let me show you how to get the leg in. First, what you want to do, whichever side you do it, step over to the other side, put your weight on this leg, and then kick your leg.
So we're going to come over here.
There you go. Now you're in perfect position and you're in balance.
Right.
Okay, now that's one way to get
There's
it.
no pressure to it. Is that what?
Push this knee in. There you go.
Feel it? Oh, sorry, I can't feel it. Okay.
Relax your body,
Right.
throw yourself forward, then arch out, pull your hands forward. Yeah, no, without using energy.
Okay.
Another way to get the leg in is grab the ankle, hook his arm, just pull the ankle. Okay, now you don't block it. Don't let him pull your ankle up. Okay, now when you get there, kick your leg back. Good, leg up. Now, as he brings his leg back,
You're in.
he puts it in for
Yeah, right on. So you're up here, you pick it up, he straightens it out.
That's it. Just Yeah, just like that.
You're in right there.
Another way, we'll do the 3 ways, guys. I mean, there's a lot of ways, but these are 3 basic ways. Is want you to get into, just give me a second. What you want to do is get this wrist right here on the muscle here. So you get pressure here. So I want you to do that on the mat. It's very important. I don't care if you're on the mat or standing. You never take both feet off the floor at the same time. What you're trying to do when you're taking a step, you hop in the step. That is no good. One, your arm is deep. If you hop, you just arm up. So you've got to get the pressure, and you take a deliberate step. This foot goes to here, the pressure, you come here. This foot in a semicircle. This foot goes to here, and then you cut this head so you can throw it right. Do not hop. When you're controlling with the ankle, because obviously nobody does it now. But when you grab the foot, let me have it. Okay. Don't pull it out. You want this hand, and you want to be here, and you want to open. Don't let me have it. That's it. I want to be here. This arm is right in the nick of his arse.
Yeah, I feel that.
Do you understand? The pressure is, I've got a lot of pressure on me
Yeah.
without doing anything. An example, give me your foot again. You put your leg down. You get here. One of the old ways was when you get the pressure here, don't go down.
Okay.
I'm getting the pressure into here, then I'll pull the foot out this way. Walk around, pull the foot out this way. Okay, now he's not doing what I want, so I'll come back. Okay, now cross-raise it to here. And just drive this way. Take the head. Hook in figure 4. But a lot of control is by controlling that ankle and getting this bone right in the center.
It's tailbone.
Yeah. When you get the foot, let me have your foot a second. I'm in here. You don't want this here. It's nothing. I want this. Ow. Get your leg up and then pull this into here. Now get on it. I don't care, resist. You got nothing.
Nah, not going anywhere.
No, you use your left leg, this leg, to drive to get your pressure. Then you hook the arm or come across face. Get your leg in, just. We'll run through the process of getting your leg in. Is that okay? Okay. If the right leg is in, and you can't break him down, you always go to the opposite side. So you wouldn't take this wrist. Reach over, grab his wrist, both hands, pull it out, and just. That's one break. Now this time it's very strong, right? You can't get it. Reach over, get low, grab behind his elbow, and then pull the arm. Now let's stretch it. Okay, good. That's another. Okay, now this time, get strong. Get strong, Jay. Okay. And this time you're strong, right? So you say, okay, you've got this leg and you want to go this way. So what you do is you come underneath here, go, and you cross face it here, turn and roll this way.
This way.
Just roll. Take his head and your body, take it, roll and keep rolling till you're on top of the tower and go down. Whichever way is right. But if he rolls this way, you go like this. What you do is drive this down to here and then turn. But then his head turns. He's rolling this way. It helps him. Then with your knees and your hips, you control. There you go. So. See how easy that was? You hooked him this way, right, okay. Now put your left hand, just keep coming. Bend over. As you cross face here, let me get on the other side. There we go. As you cross face here, put this hand here. That's it. Now then, you cross face it here, right? Now what you do is grab his chin. Okay, now you've got the chin up. Now you've got into the perfect sleeper. The choke. Cross face. Get your arm that way. And the thing is, the transition, they don't know you're doing it. You're not. If you go for the chop, you're going for the cross. They're fighting the cross face. You've got the leverage here. You just keep the pressure here. Grab the chin, pull it up, get your position, and bang. So I'm here. This hand comes here. I come in and I cross face. Now I keep the pressure here. He doesn't know I've let go. I grab the chin. Now I've got this perfect position here. And you sweat it, you can slip.
Right.
You make a fist, it does not slip.
And you get the same choking moving
Oh
action.
yeah, because you get this
more.
bone.
This is thicker
You're
than
using the bone. Now then, this is the biggest mistake that most wrestlers do. This leg, one, is in the wrong position. And two, your hips are cocked this way. I don't know how good it Judd, can he tell him to sit out that way?
Where's your bottom man? Sit out.
This way or this way?
That's it, good, he's throwing you off. Well, he doesn't, when you go bang, bang, come back, and he's on top.
It's on top, yeah.
So what you want to do is when you hold the ankle, what you want to do is bring this leg around more. Now then, do not, this is your control leg. Now then, do not let your hips get here.
Where?
Turn your hips parallel to the mat.
Okay,
More, get a torque on.
like that.
There you go, now.
Put this behind me.
Okay, so now you got a side right.
Okay.
Now then, sometimes this ankle is hard to get from that position. So grab his ankle with both hands. Now, pull back, make him go down, Okay, fight back. When he fights, don't keep this leg behind him.
This one up here?
Now, when he fights back, let him.
Okay.
Fight back. He's pulling you into position.
I'll grab the leg.
Okay, so now
Okay.
he straightens his leg.
Push back.
You let him,
You push up.
push. There you go. Use your leg. There you go. Now you
Yeah. And so you're feeding it, you're pulling with that your leg that's got the
you
legs.
keep on driving.
So you let him pick you up to it.
Yeah. Okay, now then, another one which is very good from there. Get the side right again. Okay, and he stands on this leg.
This one.
Yeah, to try. Okay, hook underneath the knee.
This way?
Yeah. Okay, lock it. Now then, throw this leg this way and roll. Roll. Stop that. No. But this foot.
There you go, stretch it.
Okay, now then, stop. You change here. You keep hold with this hand. Stay there. Come to here. Pull this down. Now then, bring this arm out. Reach around the knee. No. You're there. Grab your hands. That's it now. Pull and push your legs. That's a split. You over here. This one comes out. That's it. Yeah. Now, put your hands out.
Higher.
Towards the knee.
There you go. See, you're standing. Standing. And no standing. And you're on his side.
Yeah.
Go to his side. Grab him round the waist, but you're on his side. Okay, grapevine his leg.
Yeah.
Grapevine it.
All the way in.
Yeah, now then, when you're there,
Stand back.
bring this arm, give me this arm. Hook underneath his crotch. Grab this ankle with this hand. Now then, just roll it. Pull your leg through.
Sit your leg through.
You're in the position, you got the leg.
Yeah. Nice.
You've got to learn how to hook that knee. What I showed you with the leg is you've got the leg here. You can't let go to try and grab it. You grab the top of the leg, pull it down. Now you can reach this arm round. Now you've got control of the leg at all times. You don't let that leg get loose. See how easy that was?
Yeah. Very right. Wait, I was going too soon.
You hold that till he fights you. Fight up. Now, don't stop. Let him go. Push up. Now, he's pushing your body to here. Let go. Now come his foot. Play with the other foot. He's defending the other foot. You're going for this foot. He's helping you get in position. He's defending that foot by trying to get straight. There's so many things from rides that got us. And that top ride, basically, in amateur wrestling, the Turks used it and they called it, in the 48 Olympics in London, they called it the Turkish ride. And like I told you the other night, Billy Riley, when I asked my coach, Billy Riley, the old from Snake, he said, come into my library and show me like ancient drawings from 300 or 400 years before exact move. So there's nothing anybody can think of now that's not been done before. Wrestling's been going on for years, and there's always been a lot more bloody wrestlers than what there are now. Now there's too many distractions for kids. You've got computers, games, television, disco, miniskirts, sex, whatever. I mean, why should a kid go to the gym and get the shit beat out? You know what I mean? Whereas before the 40s, there was nothing for kids to do. The guys. And you got a lot of guys, especially from the coal mining, steelwork towns, the dock areas, tough guys, young kids, you know what I mean? And they had to get rid of that energy some way, so they went to the gyms. So you always had a ton of sparring partners. So no matter where you went, you had at least half a dozen to a dozen guys who were championship class. So when you sparred, you were sparring with somebody that was dangerous. And that's how you learn. Sparring with a guy that you can beat easy, you learn mistakes because you take it easy. And it works with him because he doesn't know. Then you try the same thing with a guy that can wrestle. You got beat. It's because you've learned a mistake. And once you learn a mistake, it's very, very hard to correct it. Like you learn a mistake by wrestling a guy who's not very good and you're beating him with something that you shouldn't. And you get used to doing it, say in about 3 or 4 weeks. But the mistake you learn in 4 weeks will take you 6 months to a year to remedy. Because it's already in your system, in your mind. You're doing it without thinking. And like Billy says, and I agree, if you see a thing, if you think a thing, or think of something that you want to do and you can see it, it's too late. Because you automatically setting the guy up and telegraphing what you're going to do just by your face, your eyes, or your body position. You're telling the man what you're going to do. So what you do is you what you call loose wrestle, transition from make him react. Then when you get the reaction you want, then you take it. But he doesn't know what. Makes it a lot more successful. Any questions about anything, guys? Yeah, help me out. I don't want to just talk.
So, back in the day, I mean, guys would wrestle anywhere, right? They'd hit the gravel, they'd hit the grass.
Yeah, mostly in England we've got a lot of grass. because of the damp weather and shit. You know what I mean? We got bowling greens, soccer arenas, rugby arenas, you know what I mean? But like your matches were normally held in the center of a rugby field or a soccer stadium. You know?
I have a question. What was on the floor of the gyms?
Like
here
what I'm
we-
talking about was grass.
Oh, but when the gyms that you guys trained at.
Mostly horsehair mats
Oh, really? Okay.
covered with a canvas.
Oh, okay. So they were covered with canvas.
But nothing like
these.
that shit. I mean, when you went down on a boy, it was like you had a little bit of resistance, and it was like you didn't conquer it. You know?
I have a question. What's your feeling on cutting a lot of weight to the lowest weight possible or wrestling natural weight and having your full strength?
Okay, now you're talking about an amateur situation.
Yes. Yeah.
I totally disagree with what amateur has become. The problem with amateur wrestling now is they've cut the time limit down so much that it's become a power wrestling sport. You get 1 point ahead and then block to the end of the 3 minutes. So there's no technique, and they, like Russia and America, well, everybody, the whole world now, is you'll get a 210-pound guy, and for 6 months, you'll cut him down to 175 for the Olympics. And for 3 minutes, he's going to be very, very strong. Stronger than any natural 175 pound. So, from that point of view, I disagree with it. Because if that was like old-time amateur, well, my time amateur, when I was national champion, European champion as an amateur, it was 15 minutes. And it was 6 minutes standing. And then, after 6 minutes, if nobody had got pinned, the point system was basically the same. You toss, and you decide to go defensive on the mat or offensive on the mat. If you went defensive and you escaped, you got a point for escaping. But you went back down again to the defense position for the 3 minutes. Then the second 3 minutes, you changed. Then the third 3 minutes, the last 3 minutes of the 15 minutes, would be whoever's ahead on points could decide whether you wanted to start from standing, defense, or offense on the mat. So you had to be a complete wrestler. You had to be able to defend underneath, attack offensively on the mat, and you had to be able to stand. Now that was a great, great situation, a 15-minute match. So the 15-minute match, you can't get a guy and cut him down because he's going to blow up after about 3 minutes. Like what people don't realize is, what's the longest match in the Olympics? It's an amateur match for the heavyweight gold medal.
Is it 6 minutes?
It was 11 hours, 20 minutes, 1928 Paris, a guy called Bacon from England, from Wigan actually, won the Olympic gold medal. 11 hours and 20 minutes. After that, they changed it to a 1 hour time limit. Then they went down to the 15. There was no time limit.
When they went 11 hours, they went to one guy back in.
Yeah.
Jesus.
No stopping.
No stop.
No stopping for 11. Wow.
Oh my gosh.
I would have just given up.
If you look in the small book of records, it's in there as the longest match in the Olympics. You can find it in there. So wrestling has changed now. You back to the 20s and the early 30s, before the war, amateur wrestling used double wrist locks, used cross faces, 3/4 Nelsons, which they don't use now, used toe holds, riding, not to the submission stage because they only use pinfalls and basically pinfalls and points, but they still use them. Then a lot of guys started to get hurt, so they cut all those different moves out. And that's why until 48-52, there was no amateur that could compete with a pro wrestler. Because nobody had money in those So if you got good at any sport, you turn professional to make money for your family, to feed your family. Whereas after the war and you got into the 50s where the common worker started to earn a decent wage where he could start to save money, then you lost a lot of the competitiveness. Like people didn't turn pro.
Right.
So that's when amateur became stronger. As an amateur sport, the pro wrestlers are still better with the submission wrestling. But you know, you can understand what I'm trying to say.
Yes, sir.
So that's one of the transitions too. But the biggest transition is, as I said, the distractions for the youth.
Yeah.
There's just too many things for anybody, for any kid to do out there. From education, most guys up to the 40s and 50s after the wars, up to the end of the Second World War, your high education was basically for either rich people or blue blood people. You know, it's only after the quality of raising the standard of living of the average person, the common worker, that allowed them to get the kids into being more educated. You know? So most kids started work when I was a kid. Most kids started work at 15 years old. The end of the school when was 15.
So, Bill, in terms of, one of the things that Scientific Wrestling and us, our little club, we call it the Toho Club, one of the things that we're really trying to do is to revive interest in catch wrestling specifically, right? So, one of the strategies that we've had, and where I'm going with this is I'm curious what your strategies are, what they would be in terms of kind of making it popular again. One of the things that we've been doing is just trying to build up clubs across, the United States that are operating under wrestling under the rules of catch as catch can, and then have tournaments between the small clubs.
The biggest thing that you ask a person like Gotch, myself, Muthez, Billy Joyce, we've got one big thing is that by cutting pinfalls out, you're cutting 60% of wrestling out, more than 50% of wrestling, because you can snap into your submissions by a guy defending himself, not wanting to go on his back. Instead of going on his back, if he goes on his back and he gets counted, he's beat.
Yeah, that's it.
When
Everybody
they go
wants
into
to drop
the back,
points.
they are going to turn one way or the other way, which leaves an opening for submission. So the submissions are the same submissions, don't get me wrong, but they're easier to get if a guy's fighting, not going on his back.
Were the old pinfalls the same as the one count?
Shoot matches, private matches, that would be discussed by the backers and the people who were betting on the matches. Also the weight, like you were talking about weights, they would argue, say you and I were wrestling, and I'm, say, in good shape, say when I was like 35, 40. And they would want me to drop up to 20, 25 pounds to make me weaker for the match. And they would argue for a month or 6 weeks or 2 months on what weight I had to weigh in at. And they would argue about the time, what was allowed, what chokes allowed, what sleepers allowed, no eye gouging, no biting, submissions, what was allowed, was not allowed. And they would argue, as I say, for a couple of months, until they came to the people that were backing it would come to an agreement, and the rest would say, okay, that's fine.
On average, what would you say the typical kind of rule set was? 3 pin, best two
No,
falls?
by the way, that'd be one or the best of 2 falls. That varied. But basically, it would be a minimum of a 1 hour time limit or a no time limit.
And would you consider Antonio Inoki a good catch wrestler?
Very good.
Good question.
Good. No, but he was a great wrestler. he was taught by Gotch.
Yeah.
He spent 5 years with bloody Gotch. So that's like spending 5 years with this stuff that we're doing now. Spending 5 years with me. If you can't learn in 5 years, you're never going to fucking learn. So
But you'd say probably Fujiwara was Gotch's top guy.
I think as far as catch as catch can, and the old Wigan style wrestling, Fuji, yes, was better than Inoki. I'm not saying Fuji was better than Inoki because of the size difference in a match, but I wouldn't like to bet on the match
Yeah.
when they were both at the best.
In the primes.
I've got great respect for both of them. You know.
How about Sayama, Fujinami, Funaki? These guys were all, I heard, trained by Gotch.
Well, they were trained by Gotch a little bit, and were trained by Fujinami and Inoki. They kept Fujiwara. They kept the Gotch style or the Wigan style going, and then I was over there coaching too, you know. But yeah, once you learn the style, you don't stop learning. Because all the Wigan style is basically teaching you how to learn. Once you know how to learn, then it's like an open door. The world's yours. All you got to do is take it. But to teach a person how to learn, how to relax, that is very hard. It's very easy. As soon as something's not working, your body stiffens up and you get tired. That's the worst thing you can do.
So what is it do you think, what do you think fundamentally are the differences between, because you've spent so much time in Japan, what are the differences between kind of the Eastern style of martial arts versus the Western style of martial arts?
Basically, you're grappling Eastern martial arts, judo, jiu-jitsu, are excellent sports. Dangerous. Jiu-jitsu, more so than anything. The kicking sports, I have a very hard time with because now nobody knows how to fight that style. I don't mean they don't know how to do Muay Thai or Taekwondo or Karate. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying, how you fight one of those, man.
How to counter it?
Well, not how to fight somebody with that style. And with that style, what you do is you do not stand outside. If you stand outside, you are in that kicking or punching distance. You have to get inside. Once you're inside, that comes. If a guy's hitting you here, there's no power. If you're here and he kicks you, he can't get any power. He can use his knees, but that's when the elbows come in. As he brings his knee up, you hit it. Drop your elbow into his thigh, he won't bring his knee up too many times. Now you're already in to the grappling position. Suplex, salto, double wrist lock, any of your takedowns like a few do with Fed. Depends on the opponent. But right now, K1, Pride, they're standing with this square position. The target's too big. You get an old-time fighter like Marciano or Archimore, not the living shit out of these guys. You cannot stand square. The target is too big. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Your target, you've got too big a target. Plus you don't. No, this is not a defense here. Because all you're going to do is hit the hand. And it's hitting your head anyway. Not as hard, but it's still going to shake. Also, you get an old fighter who always cock his shoulder this way to put his chin behind it, so that when you're throwing punches, most of the power punches come from the normal style guy that is a lefty, not a lefty. His power hand is the right. So this shoulder comes into here. So you cheek it, your chin, a guard it. The only thing you can hit is the top of your head.
And you can slip the punch a little
Well,
bit.
you can slip it, block it, duck it.
I think there's a misunderstanding just in terminology. All in wrestling, as I understand it, has kind of three connotations, right? And we talked about this a little bit. A marketing scam to kind of get people excited to buy tickets and make it
Yeah.
sound like Slam Bang, Tootsmont.
Toughest sport in the world.
Yeah.
All in wrestling. Yeah.
That's one.
Yeah, promotion.
Two is just another word for catch as catch can.
Yeah, yeah.
And then third is kind of the rough and tumble where you're gouging the eyes and pulling the
Yeah, well,
fish hooks.
with certain things. No, that's catch wrestling called ripping.
Ripping.
No.
Dirty tricks.
No, just tricks
Fish
that you use to make the guy move.
Yeah, like fish hooking.
Was legal fish hooking?
Yeah, watch. Defense position.
Glad it's you.
Yeah.
Okay, just let me. I'm hooked in.
Yeah,
Okay, and you're an exceptionally tough guy.
not really.
No, I'm saying. And I've done this. I've cross-faced, tried to get a choke, and I can't get it. What I'll do is I'll grab the cheek here. That's just an example.
Okay, wait, I'm sorry to do this. Turn this way.
You really?
Yeah, sorry. Can you come around here,
I
Bill?
want you to hook me again, Bill.
Yeah, well, I didn't grab that tight because my hand hurt. What you do is you just reach into here, get your finger just inside. Don't push it into his teeth so he can bite. You just rip it here. Now you pull it here. Now go. Bang. But this part of the hand is very dangerous. And what you do is, when we come in to wrestle here, and I'm grabbing here, instead of grabbing this way, I turn the heel into here. And you go like that, boom, I got you.
Right, because I'm not thinking about the single.
No,
Big nerve there too. Sweet. So Billy, how come they outlawed chokes then? I never understood that when I read the history of catch. They had all these matches without chokes. No chokes allowed.
Well,
Yeah,
it
well-
was considered cheap, right?
Yeah, because any guy, if you got in
Yeah.
that position, could.
basically, yeah, it was. What it was is that in those days, basically, around the world, wrestling and all martial arts sports were run by the gentry. In other words, like the National Sporting Club of London, Lord Longsdale, the Longsdale Belt, whatever, all the lords, basically controlled the world of sport. The Maharajas of India.
The money.
Yeah, but they controlled it. They brought, okay, why? In England, I'll give you an example. No black man could fight professional boxing for a championship until 1948 when Dick Turpin, Manny Turpin's brother, fought Marcel Saddam. He became British champion, fought Marcel Saddam, got beat by Marcel Saddam. Marcel Saddam came to the States from France, won the championship and died in the plane going back. Then his younger brother, Randy Turpin, beat Sugar Ray Robinson. Okay, but that was because of Jack Johnson. The British National Sporting Club heard how good he was, and they brought him to London to fight in the National Sporting Club, which is only for lords and ladies, but actually men. Women weren't allowed in there, but just the lords. And he fought the British champion and beat him very, very easily. So they gave him an opportunity. Said, listen, we will back you to fight Burns for the heavyweight championship. Burns was the champion. And he was in Australia. So they got, I'm not saying the Queen Mary because I don't know the name of the boat, but whatever big ocean liner went there, they financed his trainer, the first class for him and his girlfriends and whatever, to go to Australia to fight for the title. They backed everything. He won the title, and there was one provision in it, is that one, he would pay them back from the monies he won. Two, he would defend the title legitimately one time in London, and he never did. So no black man in England could fight for a championship until 1948 because of that.
Because he screwed him, kind of.
Yeah.
double cross.
Yeah, so that's, but what I'm trying to say is that that's the control that the gentry and the rich people had. Same with in wrestling. Basically run not like from St. Louis, the NWA and whatever, New York, the National Sporting Club of New York, which was a subsidiary to the one in London. Billy Riley fought Wayne Okatona, 1912, I think it was, whatever year, in the early 20s and stuff. They brought one from Finland, one from England to the National Sporting Club of New York.
That's the New York Athletic Club, right?
I think so.
Yeah, that'll be the athletic club, okay. But in London it's called the National Sporting Club. So they had control of rules and everything on sport.
So the choking was out because
it offended some lord or somebody or whatever. So,
But it was negotiable. I mean, it was negotiable.
and
You could have matches where it was allowed.
sure.
But do you think it might have been not allowed sometimes because it ended the match too quick and people paid money to see it?
No, because most matches were not seen by the public. Most matches were private matches.
It just offended the sensibilities of somebody who had control.
Weird.
Sir,
Sorry,
I remember a few days ago you said something about striking. Today, it's second rate. How is it different from back then?
Well, what I was talking about was distance. Okay, you're here. We're here. Distance control. Now, they stand like this, or the kickboxing stance are here. Okay. What you want it to be is here. This is where I want to be. You hit me from there, here. You're not going to hurt me.
I can't wind up.
Also with kicks. Also, if I'm here and the guy brings the knee me, it's okay, knee me. Bang, I put my body at an angle where it's not going to hurt. Bang, I want to hit here. Bang. That's an
Charlie
example.
horse.
That's an example, exactly. Yeah. The guy's not going to knee you too many times more.
That's true.
Okay, now what I'd do is I'd be here and I'd drop this hand to here. And as you come in, I'd drop back. Come and take it. Bang! That's my distance. Because I've got this, the arm length, and now I've got the distance. Now, bang, I've got my power punch. Just examples, you know.
Yeah.
So kind of slick setups and
Oh, yeah, sure. Here, watch. We're here. And I'm overhooked, and we're good. This is easy. They barred this in boxing, but what you do is you hook. This hand comes, and you chop here, bang. Switch, lock this arm. You're not holding because I'm hitting, bang. You try, bang, bang. It's like a sleeper in boxing. You're put him to sleep. You know, you cut the blood supply in the aorta. But all the old fighters knew these things. You know what I mean? It's not like, it's special to Wigan or anything. This is just normal street fight. Guys, heads down so you can't get it. You know, just, drop your elbow. Okay, go flat. Defend your head. Okay, it's the same thing. Just roll this back. Roll that elbow.
You see the blood in his forehead. Wow. My goodness.
Well, your nervous system's coming up
Yeah.
here. So you don't press down, you roll it. So I've got the cross face, and I've come to here and here, grabbing the biceps. Straight away, I'll just move my body up, and I'm here. My weight traps this arm, so I get this arm to here. And then this arm comes in between. Now, I push my weight here. Okay, without trapping the head, turn. Turn anyway.
Anyway,
Yeah. Okay, I just back up this leg.
go nowhere.
Or no way, turn the other way. Just hook this.
Just a post.
And then just planted with your weight on, he can't turn.
Yeah.
He's not going to escape.
Yeah.
That makes it very easy. You put the hand in between. He's not going to turn on. Let's teach everybody how to get it quick. Okay, go behind him. Get behind him then. If he puts his leg up to stand up, put your arm behind this here, walk you around this way. Now roll right over his head. Roll, just roll. Go on him. That's it. Go on. Now hook his back leg. There you go, you got it. There you go. And get it for your forehead. There you go. To get the submission from there, keep his head tight with your left hand. Now slide this up to here. Now bring that back and grab your hand.
Outside.
Grab your hand and just
there again.
yeah, stretch it. And when you go for a cradle, what you do is you roll over the head so your body weight forces his head underneath, and that will pop him like that. If you do that, it will flip him. Then you just get the figure four on the other leg. Okay, guys, the guillotine. You're not going to get a guillotine on a good wrestler. And there's a big danger. Somebody get aside, get aside. Okay, now reach to get his arm. Okay, here now. You just beat yourself. Pull this up, bend your arm and pull it down.
Yeah.
Now roll on this side. There you go now. Roll on his arm and you've got an arm submission. You do not want to interlock elbow joints. You're going to lose.
Okay.
What you've got to do is hook the wrist with your elbow. That's it. Just roll. It's yours. Top of the head.
You ever see any of this kind of stuff? What I've heard it called here in the States is a ball and chain ride. So I'm here, and I just hold him, or take the toe.
Yeah, well, that's just an ankle, what called an ankle ride.
Ankle ride.
Yeah, but what you've got to do is his ankle's too far back. Come off your hip. And then grab the foot. Now pull the foot right behind your knee. Now sit on it. Now pull the ankle out.
It's tight. Yeah, way tighter. Because I've seen you could do the same thing. Right, I sugarfoot him. Here, he grabs my leg. Right? And I sit on here, too. And I grab my single. Grab a single. Right? Then I can sit on it here as well.
I wouldn't do that.
No?
No, it's just, you've got to get the leg. He's got the leg. Hold the leg tight. Okay, put your weight on his back. Okay, now then, just throw yourself over more. Now then, spin that way and lift your leg in the air. Just spin.
Spin this way?
Spin round there and lift your leg up. Keep going. Take this leg.
I see. So you really kick back and spin. You okay?
Where'd you get that at the shoulder, your elbow? Elbow.
Try to convince him you're going for a cross face. Just reach underneath. Now bring your knee to here so he knows where it is. He'll grab it. Oh,
Cross face. Put this
he
here.
grabs it, yeah.
Grabs.
There, now just cross. Let go of the cross face. There you go. Good.
You okay? I see. So you keep that tight.
Yeah.
You can't spin around.
You get to the way you can spin very, very easy.
So he comes here, and I go for a cross face here.
Well, okay, that's okay. Yeah. Get your elbow in his spine.
Okay.
Further back. This is where this hand wants to be. Now, lever down on your elbow and then turn. There you go. Guys, that's the amateur. Okay, another amateur. Big mistake amateurs make. Okay, go to the side, cross face, but I want you to do it the amateur style. Okay. Like you just did before. You were here.
Yeah.
You were here. Okay, with your right hand, reach underneath and grab his wrist. That's it, now just do an arm roll. That's it. That's it. You've got to get the elbow in the spine. Roll it up the spine, pop over, then. Somebody grab me on the outside like that. Okay, what you want to do is you want to come into here, drop this elbow. And then you're not reaching here. You're pushing through and then pulling down on the elbow. Yeah, watch, let somebody else do it. So you can see. Most guys, they get the cross face and they're trying to do this. Don't get this here first, the elbow and the weight. Then roll this arm through. Now then, I've got it. One of the best ways to do a single. Okay, now then, get this, your right hand, get it onto his bicep. On his bicep. Get a hand on the bicep. All you do is pop the elbow. That's all you need. Okay, just do that and stop. Pop the elbow. Now drop it to both knees. You know you
Until Lawrence. Too close.
I want your shoulder here.
Okay.
Kneel down here, both knees. Put your shoulder there. Now grab his heel. Now just lean forward. The Lebanese heavyweight Greco champion, I broke his leg. Yeah, but you were dropping this way.
Yes.
If you throw your feet back and drop at the same time, you'll land in the perfect position. Try it. Put the elbow. There you go, it's yours. Push forward. Just lean. There you go. When you drop down, before you pop it, you let them come forward so the weight comes over you. Then you pop it. Now the body can't get back in time, the knee goes. Another way is, so he grabs the thing, you come here, hook him in the knee, to here. Right, okay, when you're here, this is deep. You're pushing on this so he can't let go. When you do that, and it will flip him right over. Grab a single leg. That's it.
I'm gonna grab the elbow,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna hit like a standing switch.
Now watch. No. You've got to turn your shoulder, pull the shoulder this way. It'll go in deeper and easier.
Okay.
Now throw it on his head. That's it. There. Now step to here. Just there you go.
Yeah.
That is beautiful.
That is sweet.
I just want to show you something here. Do it again and stop.
You want me to roll?
Just do what you did, but when I say stop, don't move. Okay, sit. Stop. Grab a headlock.
So I get my shoulder low.
Push my arm. No, push my arm.
Just sit.
You don't even have to hit him. You just hit your hips.
Yeah.
Step around. Just
Look with your left.
step around. Roll.
No.
Just drop to your side as you do it.
Hook and drop.
Drop. Drop. There you go. You want to.
Oh, yeah. Good enough.
Yeah, look.
Now just roll. When you do that, you do not roll on your own back. You're going over the ladder, right? When you step around, you're hooking up, you roll into your side, it's like you're doing this, pushing down on the head. Do it again, Walter, because that was what you did last time. Makes it very easy and you finish in a great position.